Ever since I've been little, I've had this huge imagination and desire to express myself. And when I think about it, I feel like that's basically every single child. Playful, creative, free. As kids, we don't think about what is possible or doable. We just do it, and we do it because it makes us feel free and happy and creative. But then somewhere along the line, we learn to fear, to doubt, and my favorite one, to play it safe, which really is just a social construct. I mean, think about it. What does playing it safe even mean? Every single thing you do is a risk. What matters is if it's a calculated risk or a reckless one. I am sitting today in front of this camera making my first YouTube video, and it took me about 4 to 5 years to actually do it. That's how long I've been wanting to do this. And spoiler alert, if the title hasn't already said it, I never got exactly ready. I mean, yes, I did plan this, I did prepare for this, and I do believe in doing things at your own pace. But for me, I was always just waiting for that perfect moment, and it never really came. And that is what this video is about. How to just do it and get ready, even when you're not ready. My excuses for not starting a YouTube channel would go from I don't yet have that much to offer, or I don't have enough money to make good videos, to even my hair isn't long enough, which is ironic because I just cut it short and it was absolutely the best decision I've done in a long time. But I kid you not, I would find any possible reason why I wouldn't be ready, while at the same time I would jump at things that I didn't even care about. It is so easy to do things that you're not afraid to fail at. There's nothing to lose. At least that's how I felt. And of course, I've taken risks and I love a good challenge. But when it came to creating my own videos, I pushed it back and did so many other things that I thought would help me get ready. For about 1 year ago, a bit more actually, I realized that, hey, it's actually not the outside factors, it is me. And before you say something, I want to add that outside factors can absolutely be a real thing. But ultimately, it's what you do with them. It's how you take control of your life.
So that 1 year ago, I wrote about 6-page long action plan that included answers to questions I forced myself to answer because my usual answer was always, I don't know. It included my deepest thoughts, dreams, and my vision of how I want to spend my life. I realized I will never be ready. And what I mean by that, the perfect moment will not come. I will create the perfect moment. I clearly described what are the steps I need to take to even be sitting here today, how much money I need to save up to buy this camera, what qualities I need to work on to be the person who has the courage to even start doing something.
Now, I know that for some of you watching, you might already have your excuses lined up why you can't do this or that, or why other people are the exception. So with that, I want to talk about 2 things that might be holding you back.
The first one is excuses. Now, excuses are truly an interesting thing because in reality, it's just a facade. There's always something behind them that's the real reason why you don't do what you want.
In my case, it was perfectionism. A quality that makes me strive to be better, to grow, but if not controlled, it can also make me feel like nothing is ever done, nothing is ever ready, nothing is perfect enough, or worse, that I'm not perfect enough. This, by the way, goes hand in hand with comparing, which can be another video. Looking deeper into your excuses and analyzing them can help you understand what is your true block and how can you battle it. In my case, with perfectionism, I realized that I have to learn how to be in charge of it. I can't let it control me.
Then we have fear. Now, this is probably the most popular obstacle of them all. We all feel fear, every single one of us. But to understand how to beat it per se, we have to go a bit deeper.
From an evolutionary aspect, fear is a very important emotion. It tells us when danger is near or when it is time to flee.
Back in the Stone Age, there were no entrepreneurs, no unnecessary risk takers. In fact, it could have been the dumbest move to leave your tribe and go for an adventure. You would basically die. Avoiding the unknown and staying in your safe zone was not only smart, but it meant that you have higher chances of survival. Nowadays, the majority of our society lives in pretty safe conditions. There are no bears trying to kill us every single day, unless you're living in woods filled with bears, and then I'm sorry. But basically, there are no immediate danger around us. However, we still have our biological memory that is trying to protect us from the unknown. Now, the unknown is no longer that wild animal right over there. The unknown could be taking a new job. It could be trying something new. And this is why we experience fear in unknown situations. And it's important to understand where it is coming from, and it will help you deal with it much, much better. There's an amazing book called Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, one of my absolute faves, and to be honest, a big inspiration to start creating and doing what I love. In the book, the author speaks about fear as something completely natural, something you shouldn't try to get rid of, but instead acknowledge it and say, "Hi, fear. I see you, I hear you, I know you want to hang around, that's cool with me, but I'll be the driver, you sit in the passenger seat." That way, removing the pressure from yourself of trying to get rid of the fear, but instead just acknowledging it and understanding that it's completely okay and normal that it's there, but you will make the decisions, you will be in charge. Lastly, I just want to say the way to reach your dreams is to start doing them. And believe me, I felt it when I said it. It sounds primitive, it sounds cringy, but the truth is always in the basics. That's what I found through my whole life. I'm so old, I'm 23. But that is the truth. If you want to do something, if you have a dream, whatever that is to you, you have to start doing it. And doing what you love does not have to be about something big, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to lead to something. I think it's about the action itself. It's about being present and creating and experiencing. Maybe your dream is to skydive, or enroll in that course you've always wanted to study, or maybe your biggest challenge is to do public speaking. Whatever it is, I spilled some water on me. Okay, whatever it is, trust me, the benefits, the results, the growth, all of that is on the other side. I can definitely speak from experience when I say that not doing what you love and being scared of doing what you love is a real thing. And it does not always mean that you don't want to do it just because you're not doing it. It means that there's something inside of you that's not letting you get to that point. And it's up to you to really dig deep and understand what is it. I hope this video inspired you to take action. Baby steps are still steps. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for devoting your time. This means a lot to me. Have an amazing and inspiring day. Bye.